8th Standard 1.3 Trees are the kindest things I know. Warming up and chit chat. After that, we will see workshop. We are going to see Trees are the kindest things I know. English workshop. English workshop. Pick from the poem words that rhyme with the following words. First, fun, begun, sun. No, no, grow. Now, cow, bow. Sight, light, night. Fly, sky, lullaby. Second one. Pick from the poem that the lines that create a picture in your mind. A. And in the spring, new birds of green. Second. And spreads a shade for sleepy cows to touch the beams of morning sun. They are the last to hold the light. And when a moon floats on the sky. Third question. The poet refers to the trees as the kindest things. From the poem, pick out the 5 facts which prove the kindness of the trees toward the others. Answer. Trees spread the shade for the comfort of the animals and birds. Trees give us fruits. They provide us the wood to make our houses. They give us the leaves to burn on Halloween. They do not harm, they simply grow. Next, fourth question. Find the words that describe the followings. First, sleepy cows. Green new birds. Morning sun. Drowsy lullaby. Kindest trees. Fifth question. Pick out the lines that mean the following. First, trees provide shelter for animals and spread the shade for sleepy cows. Trees provide the food for all. They give us the fruit and in leaves above. Third, trees are the most valuable. Trees are the kindest things I know. Fourth, kids love to listen to songs from trees. They hum a drowsy lullaby of sleepy children long ago. Fifth, trees live a simple life. They do not harm, they simply grow. Next page. Sixth, think and write in your own words. First, what are the living things can cause the harm to one another? Name any 5. Answer. Living things can cause the harm to one another for their own personal benefit. Examples of such living things: A. Human beings to human beings. B. Human beings to animals. C. Animals to other animals. D. Insect to human beings. E. Human beings to trees. Next. Second, why are trees called harmless? Answer. Trees are called harmless because they grow without causing any harm to the things around them. Their growth results in adding greenery to the earth. Third question. Halloween is a festival celebrated in many Western countries on 31st October. What is the season there? Why do we think is there the need to burn the leaves on Halloween? Answer. Halloween is celebrated on the 31st October during the autumn season. In autumn, trees shed their leaves and dried leaves gather on the ground. Burning leaves on the Halloween is a tradition believed to keep away evil spirits. Next. Fourth, they are the last to hold the light when the evening changes into night. Which part of the day is referred to in the above lines? Which part of the trees hold the last light of the day? Answer. The part of the day that mentioned in the above the lines is the sunset. When it starts getting dark, the birds of the trees hold the last light of the day. Next question. 7. Search for a short poem about the trees in your mother tongue. Write it in your notebook and translate any 2 of the stanzas from the poem into English. Take a screenshot or write it in your notebook. Next. Your neighbor is having a huge old banyan tree chopped down to make the space for the another construction. Write an imaginary conversation between you and your neighbor, trying to stop him from having it cut down. Begin with the following. Myself says, "Good morning, sir. I am very disturbed and upset to see you having the good old banyan tree chopped down." And neighbor says, next conversation is here. You can take the screenshot or write it in your notebook. Now we are going to see language study. Fill in the gap in the table of the degree of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Let's start. Kindest, kind, kinder, kindest. Second, healthier, healthy, healthier, healthiest. Next, near, near, nearer, nearest. Finer, fine, finer, finest. Fifth, earliest, early, earlier, earliest. Sixth, small, smaller, smallest. Seventh, faster, fast, faster, fastest. Eighth, high, higher, highest. Come to the next. Second, adjectives which have the more than the two syllables long words and take more the and most before them to form the comparative and superlative degrees. For example, successful, positive degree; more successful, comparative degree; most successful, superlative degree. Give the comparative and superlative forms of positive, comparative, and superlative. Ancient, more ancient, most ancient. Special, more special, most special. Significant, more significant, most significant. Advanced, more advanced, most advanced. Accurate, more accurate, most accurate. Next. Third, when in a line of the poem, the human characteristic are the given to the something non-human, the figure of speech is used personification. For example, humming trees, running river, smiling flowers. Find the examples of personification from the poem. Answer: moon floats, holding light, touching the beams, humming lullaby.